Yo! How's it going,
Yo! How do it be? Wait, can you join?
Fantastic. Wait.
Oh, it's play. I'm a dingus. Exclamation mark play, everyone. Play, I'm a dingus. I'm a dingus.
Yo, I'm playing too. Let's go.
Let's go! How are you doing, Way? Hopefully you're having a great
Doing
day.
great. I had a power nap right before the stream, so it's all Gucci.
Nice. I wish I had a power nap right now. Gosh.
It's good to rest up before this interview. It's great. Fantastic. Don't have to worry about it the entire day. Just sleep.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, just sending off a tweet really quick. Man, shoots. I am only a quarter of the way through the stream after this interview. So it's gonna be a thing. That's for sure.
Oof.
Alright, I'm gonna start the first marbles race, and then we're gonna just we're gonna do the interview question. We're just gonna jump right into it. So,
Oh, did you unhide the marbles?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, I
perfect.
didn't. There we go.
Gotta save the viewers before my interview,
And just to make it easy, we're just gonna follow a single person while we do the thing. So, wait, tell us a little bit about yourself and your music.
So my name is TheWay123. I go by the artist name Way on Bandcamp, and I consider myself to be an artist that is still trying to find that sound for myself. A sound that I can truly identify myself with.
Yeah.
And for right now, it's looking to be somewhere between like a mix of like perhaps synthwave something like that. Or I always try different genres to see how I would do on composing, trying to like test myself, experiment. I even tried composing like a bossa nova song a couple of weeks ago.
Hell yeah, I think you sent me that one, right?
Yeah, it's called NOV. It's a good one, I guess.
Good, good. Yeah, tell us a little bit about the experimentation that you've done across different genres and everything like that. I'm interested to hear about it. Like, it's definitely one of those things where early on you gotta find your sound, but also people continue to experiment even decades into their musicianship. Um, what does that experimenting look like for you?
Um, well, experimenting is something that I feel if you want to like keep getting that musical JoJo, the creative JoJo going, it has to be something you have to do. And experimenting with these genres is really fun because it makes me think about the possibilities. Like I
Yeah,
could definitely, keep going with the same chord progression or the same melodies, but the different genres has led me to like, actually do something different, and that keeps it fresh.
right. Great. Um, when and how did you first get into music?
Um, well, it's kind of hard to say because my grandpa, who is still alive and kicking, which is great because he's already in his 70s and he's still going strong playing guitar and all that.
Yeah,
And he's like a musician who's been playing for decades. He's been playing for church for like at least 30 to 40 years, which is really impressive, honestly. And that's honestly where I got my, interest in music for sure.
yeah,
And then like I just kept thinking about music and how it's like linked to how I feel and how others feel and all that.
right.
And that's I would say around my early teens is when I started like get into music, especially when I started playing drums for a rock band clone called Phase Shift. You might have heard that one.
Yep.
Uh, like I started to get really good at playing drums at some point, and then I just decided to pick up an e-kit at a nearby music store, and that's how I got my first MIDI instrument.
Nice. Would
Yeah,
you?
and from there I just like kept playing, and at some point I started composing my music.
Awesome. Would you say that it was your grandfather that inspired you to become a musician? And if not, who did?
I definitely think it was my grandpa that inspired me to pick up an instrument, because he's definitely had music involved with my life for like since the very start. He sang happy birthday with his guitar. He even made a little jingle, with like my nickname and all that.
Yeah.
And he even bought me a set of bongos when I was like 8 or something.
Nice. It's always great when you have music in the family. My uncle's a jazz drummer, and we used to go to his like jazz fests and stuff in Vancouver, and just great to have that, around the not around, necessarily around the house, but in your sphere of immediate influence.
Yeah, for sure. Even if my parents aren't the best music wise, they
Yeah.
still, try to like enjoy the music. I always give them, my songs to see if they like them. And, they can't say they they don't like it.
Yeah. They're not allowed. They're your parents.
Unconditional love for music.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna just prompt you if you want to get in on the marbles race.
Oh, is it already time? Let
Yeah.
me just go for that. There we go. Beautiful.
All right. I'm just gonna start it. We have almost the same number of people. All right. Wait, what does music mean to you today?
Uh, it is a form of expression for sure. When it comes to like feeling, emotion, it is honestly the best way of communicating that feeling. And that's why I really love music for.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things is that it's as all art forms, it's a good way of conveying meaning. So, it's yeah.
And it's
It's
also probably the only art form that I'm actually somewhat decent at.
valid. I've meddled myself with a number of other art forms. I had poetry published when I was younger, but I never want to look at those poems again. So I'll let that speak for itself. Um,
uh,
what one song, either your own song or somebody else's, is the most important or meaningful to you today?
this one is fairly recent, and it is my own song. I mean, that might feel sort of narcissistic, but it is going to be Skyscrape, because that's when I could tell that that song was actually like probably the gateway for me to take music a bit more seriously,
Right.
because that's when people actually told me, "Hey, this is actually enjoyable to listen to."
Yeah.
And that just, that told me that, hey, maybe I could probably take this a bit more seriously.
Hell yeah, dude. And no, I don't think it's narcissistic at all. Actually, when I spoke to Jackie, they said that one of the reasons that they write music in the first place is because they wanted to hear music that they liked. So of course you're gonna write music that you like, right? So I mean
Of
that's kind
course.
of that's the point behind it. So it's not. I don't think it's narcissistic at all to want that sort of music in your life.
Yeah, I always want to like create songs that I can vibe to, of course, you know. Something I can listen to while I'm doing something or whatever. And I think my music definitely shows that for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Definitely sort of like easy listening to for sure.
Yeah. All right. While we are doing the next, setting up the next marbles race, I'll do the next question for you. Um, if it weren't for music, what do you think your life would be like right now? What would you be doing right now?
Playing a lot more spin rhythm.
Okay.
um I would probably be doing absolutely nothing because honestly, without music, I probably wouldn't be playing rhythm games as much either.
Yeah.
So that statement probably isn't true either.
Right. Like, yeah, I mean,
But
that was more of a, like, if there wasn't music in your life, so not just your own music, but others' music in your life.
yeah, I feel like music is just so fundamentally involved in my life that I really can't imagine life without it. And I don't think many can either.
Yeah, it's one of those things that a lot of people don't think about, especially like, so that's one of those, a lot of people think about art and design as just sort of the things that they actively consume, right? The the things that you buy that are art are your art and design things, but art and design are pervasive. Everything that you own was designed by someone for a purpose, and without designers, those things wouldn't work as intended. Um, so I think that a lot of people don't really give that credit to artists and musicians. It kind of extends to them as well, because music is kind of pervasive in our lives, even if we're just not always thinking about it. And it would be, I think, an emptiness that would be profoundly felt if we just didn't have music in our lives. But I'm not sure that a lot of people would recognize it until it actually happened.
Yeah, you don't really know what you have until it's gone.
Yeah.
And you know about the caretaker, right?
Yes.
Uh, that album led me down a rabbit hole of, dementia and all that, all that
Mm-hmm.
jazz about mental health.
Yeah.
And that I found a documentary that talked about music and how it has an effect on the rhythm of the brain, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you gave like a set of headphones and, classic jams to your poor grandpa who's suffering from a mental health issue, they would just jam to it and then have a somewhat normal conversation. And people with severe cases of like Parkinson's or diseases that affect the movement, they
Yeah.
actually start moving a bit more smoothly with music. They dance, and it's like, wow, that's what music can do to the human body. And it made me think very hard about what music does to you.
Right. It's the closest thing to magic. Hell yeah, Joaquin.
Yeah, that's a great way of phrasing it for sure. Music is amazing.
Um, yeah. So, just for context here, for everyone that might just be joining in now, this is a charity stream for the organization Notes for Notes. So, we're not just talking about music in a vacuum here. This is for an organization that gives musical instruments and studio quality equipment and mentorship to children in underprivileged areas. And so basically, music and arts education to people who might not have it because of the circumstances of their living.
So we're bringing music to the underprivileged,
yeah.
and that is just an amazing thing to think about.
Exactly. And the reason that I bring that up now is we're going to be talking a little bit about the practical elements behind music production, behind this ongoing process that you've been going through. So, this is your first EP that you've just released, the RePrOgRaM EP, which was released at the end of last month.
Indeed.
You're self-taught, right?
Yes. I don't know how to read sheet music. I haven't personally tried, but everything music-based, I have taught myself how to do that, at least for the most part. I know my grandpa has tried teaching me guitar, and I couldn't really grasp that yet. I just still play on my piano, my keyboard, and the drums.
Right. What's one thing that you learned about recording music, through this process of making your first EP, that you wish someone had taught you?
That's a good question. I really couldn't come up with anything for this one. I actually found a really novel way of composing that fit uniquely to how I compose music.
Yeah.
You know that one bossa nova song I mentioned previously?
Yeah.
So the mid section with the, somewhat like a synth like solo, that one of the roots for me to, come to form as a musician was charting for Rock Band.
Right.
That's one of the key roots of what made me think about composing music, because in order to chart for Rock Band, you need to have knowledge. You need to know about music theory. You need to know how the notes sound and how they should be charted. And I chart vocals. Now, I had the most insane idea to record myself singing a melody and then chart it afterwards.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did for the mid-section solo. I just sung, recorded myself, and charted that as the melody you hear in the song.
So you had to chart to pitch then?
Exactly. Even taking into account the pitch bends I did.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah, I will definitely be doing that a lot more on my future songs.
Yeah.
Because it felt so natural to actually do that. Even if it was a bit slower than usual, it just made sense. And especially since recording myself sing to the music comes out feeling, more natural and not, artificially composed. There's probably a better way of saying that, but I felt like charting myself singing a melody came up with something more interesting.
Absolutely. And you got to play with your instrument in real time.
And it definitely turned out good. I really like the solo on that song.
Nice. Wei, I'm gonna ask you if you want to just join really quickly.
Oh,
! Play, and then I'll just start up.
Done.
Nice. So, you've also basically made your album from home. Using computer generated equipment and everything like that. How has your access historically to studio equipment, or lack thereof, affected your music production and the way that you produce music?
Ooh, if I had a guitar or whatever instrument, and then some sort of like way to actually link that out to my PC and record it, my songs would definitely be sounding a lot more different because I would have a bit more flexibility as to how I could record myself playing,
Right.
and especially in terms of like instrumentation, I feel like natural sounding instruments are the best way to go. And unfortunately, I'm not the best person to sample instruments or whatever. I'm not really someone who looks for sounds to sample, and then that's probably what's affected my composing the most.
Right. That's fair. So you like how you used your own voice as a way of sort of creating, melodies and such. You'd be able to do that a little bit more if you had access to regular instruments.
Yeah, exactly.
I vibe with it. I vibe with it. Um, have you done any music collaboration with other people in the past, or like in the production of
Uh,
this EP?
I that's also one thing that I forgot to mention,
Mm-hmm.
where I feel like collaborating with other musicians in the process of music production is invaluable. It's priceless because you get to have this sort of like connection with someone, and then make music that appeals to more than just yourself. They give you opinions on what you could possibly do with this song. Perhaps do similar, like a variation of what you already have, and it usually turns out being a better tune overall. Like, when I was making Devilo and another couple of songs, I was talking with you, I was talking with other people, and the opinions and like constructive criticism made the song turn out way better.
Hell yeah. Is there any musician in particular that you'd like to collaborate with in the future?
I've been talking to one of my friends from the rhythm gaming community. I've been friends with him for over, I'd say, 3 4 years,
Yeah.
and even though we haven't recently had the chance to collaborate, I would definitely love the chance to, because his music is also like really unique and fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
His name is like I think on Bandcamp his name is Dr. Necronymous.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fairly unknown artist, but I his music is really nice.
I mean, everyone's unknown, up to a certain point. So that's
Yeah,
that's
that's fair.
it's not a knock at all. Uh, this last question, then we'll go to AMAs for a bit, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
What would you like to tell musicians who might hear this interview, who might have heard this and gone, yeah, hell yeah, I want to make some music, like now? What would you tell those musicians who are just starting out today?
That if you have an idea of what to, do with music wise, like, hey, you got this sick new melody you just came up with, like you were like in the middle of something, try your hardest to record that or document that, because at some point you'll think, oh wait, I came up with that melody. You can reuse that in a future song.
Yeah,
It's the best way to come up with something in a pinch, for sure.
yeah, absolutely. Um, all right, so what I'd like to do is, first off, if you want to jump in on marbles, we're starting a new race
Okay.
again. If anyone has any questions, now is the time to bring them up. We'll be doing an open Q&A, so this is an AMA, basically.
Indeed.
And we'll yeah, I'll just open the floor. And if there's donations, I will have them. I will do all of the alerts and everything after this interview. Sorry about that. All right, I'm going to start the next race. And we'll just be open Q&A basically for the rest of the Grand Prix. If that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I have all the time in the world right now, so it's all Gucci.
Hell yeah. I didn't realize the Grand Prix would take so long. I might do shorter GPs next time. 5 races or something.
Oh, I got a question here. If you can meet any musician of any kind, who would you like to meet? That's an interesting question. It's kind of hard to come up with a specific musician on the spot, but definitely, let me think about it a bit more. Probably look someone up here.
Okay.
Oh yes, I remembered her name. Walter Schreifel. So you know about the band Quicksand?
No.
They're a post-hardcore rock band, and I really like their sound in one of their albums called Slip. And that was the first and so far only full album chart that I have done for Rock Band in a project called Quicksand Rock Band. And if I was going to meet a musician, I would definitely want to meet him to tell him that hey, I like your music so much that I charted it for Rock Band 3.
Hell yeah. Well, okay. I have another question actually, from Backlash. You want to read that one or shall I?
I'll go for it. What piece of gear do you think you would want next to help recording tracks? That's a good question. I already have the MIDI stuff. Like, I have a MIDI Sport. I got a Rock Band 3 keyboard and even the Rock Band 3 Pro guitar, which I can use to probably record stuff. But if I would definitely want something to record what's the best way to phrase this? Just something to record a guitar with. Just something for a natural sound.
Get live tones.
I think it's called Scarlet something. That's the brand.
Mm-hmm.
An interface. That's right. That's the same. That's the exact term I was looking for. That's correct. Focusrite. Yeah.
It's not a good one. I'm familiar with Focusrite actually. We have another question from Alex Smiley Plays, who we're following. He's currently in the lead. Are you interested in joining the live music circuit when the role allows for it, or do you prefer to just make music?
I'm definitely not the best live performer. I tried playing drums one time for a youth group, and I ended up being some sort of a second drummer.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best experience, and I didn't really get much experience with it anyways. So it's definitely not the best way for me to express my music at the moment.
Right. Okay. I think, yeah, that's understandable. I love composing music, and I've written a lot of music, and I even I was a live performer for a while. I have had some primo choke artistry. In the middle of a jazz solo, I just completely forgot what key and I was in and everything, and just was just started hitting notes with my index fingers, to just sort of tap things out. And then after 10 seconds of just active bombing, I finally got my bearings. But God, it was the most embarrassing 10 seconds of my life. That was when I was opening for Coolio. I was just choking on stage. It was terrible.
You hate to hear it.
Yeah, nobody seemed to mind though. Like I talked to people after, it was like, I'm sorry, I bombed like our opening song in the set, and they were like, as jazz, nobody noticed.
True. In jazz, the wrong notes are the best kind.
Yep, you're just playing accents. All right,
Oh, I got another question from Joaquin here. What is the type of music that you are into? I really like rock, metal, jazz. I like all kinds of like music. Like even electronic. I got really into thanks to Spin Rhythm. And really the one kind of music I prefer for sure is the unknown kind, because when you find something that not many people have listened to, it kind of makes you feel special, and that is kind of like a hipster way of thinking about music for sure.
Yeah.
But I do try to enjoy every like piece of music that comes into view. Like I try to think about the process, because fellow musicians, they try to like think about the other musician and how they composed that piece, what made them get to that point. And yeah, I really like that kind of music that you can really feel the composer.
Yeah.
Ooh, another question here.
Yep, from
What
Backlash.
is an instrument that you'd like to learn how to play? I would love to learn how to play guitar at some point. Right now, probably not the best time to pick up a new instrument, but guitar has definitely been one of the instruments I would love to pick up for sure, even if I do find it difficult.
That's fair. We have a necessary question here from Alex. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
If I were in a band, what instrument would I play? Drums. That's for sure.
Hell yeah. Oh, bye, Alex. Joaquin would high five you if he could.
Hey, let's go.
Alright, we got the
Ooh,
leap
people
of
are
death
falling
here.
out in this marbles here.
Yep. Oh no! Oh, F.
Oof.
Few will indeed survive.
This is a brutal race here.
In. Yeah, that one's rough. All right, give the Grand Prix. Right now, you are in the.
Oh my God! Am I about to win a Spin Rhythm key? Let's go.
Wait, why is it only showing third through? That's interesting.
Oh, interesting. What happened to first and second?
I don't know. We'll figure that out after this next race.
Oh yeah, how's the charity going? This is
It's going pretty fire. We've got $120 so far.
That's pretty sick. $120. That's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. Just a reminder, y'all. This is for the charity organization Notes for Notes. So this is Notes for Notes for Notes. We are raising money for an organization that provides studio quality equipment, instruments, and mentorship to children in underprivileged communities, basically providing arts education or a surrogate for arts education in areas where arts education might have been like cut from the budget or things like that, mainly via the Boys and Girls Club, but also through direct partnership with schools. So by donating, you are basically giving musical instruments and such to children in needy communities. And by
Now-
participating in this marbles race via !play, because we are starting up a new one, you
forgot.
are getting your chance to win a Spin Rhythm XD code. Top 5 in the Grand Prix are going to win a code.
Ooh, let me just let y'all know. This is coming straight from a person who is very trustworthy. If you donate $4.20 or $42, Rad will be singing the lick for 5 minutes straight.
Singing the lick? What lick?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
What? Who said? I want to make you sing that. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah, you're going to sing it.
No!
Yeah.
Not me!
Alright, I'm starting the race.
No!
You can't volunteer me for that shit. I refuse. Scale of 1 to 10. How ridiculous is it playing drums with chicken drumsticks? Asking the hard-hitting questions here.
Damn, let me think about this. I would say,
The fun of
1,
love.
because chicken drumsticks are delicious, and they're drumsticks.
They are indeed drumsticks.
There's nothing weird about that. If you haven't tried it yourself, then you're losing out.
This is true.
Drumsticks ice cream? Probably a 2, because they're still drumsticks, but they're kind of cold, and that's kind of weird.
Also, they melt.
Yeah, probably not the best drumstick to play with your, drum set, but, they're still drumsticks.
Wings had a question that was missed earlier. Thank you for restating it, Wings. If you could open for anyone's gig, who would you open for?
Oh, I have never thought about opening a gig for someone, but damn. Hey, I'll open for Rad's band if they actually make a band.
Another band? I haven't really played an instrument since 2012. I used to be a jazz and metal keyboardist, but it's been a long time. And I haven't played for personal reasons that I don't know if I'm willing to... I don't know if I'm willing to go back, really, but maybe we'll figure something out. We starting out up a ska metal band? Oh yeah, what's the name of that band again, Alex?
Ooh, there's another question here. What's the toughest instrument you have ever played?
Rancid in the throat.
The toughest. Well, I guess I would have to say guitar. I mean, piano's pretty complex, but I kind of have the, gist of it. But, when it comes to guitar, I can barely get anything good sounding.
Alright, new marbles race.
Oh, come on. Mayonnaise? Mayonnaise? Is that an instrument? Huh? Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Play. Let's go.
Let's go! So I might have to wait for the podium to see who actually gets the codes, because Marbles is being weird and it's only showing me 3rd through 15th. So...
That is so weird.
I don't know what to say about that one, but I'll make sure that the top 5 get their codes. Well, we'll figure it out.
Let's go.
Let's go! Alright, I'm gonna start the race. We're gonna pick up speed a little bit, because I've been playing marbles for too long. Next one's gonna be like a 5-race Grand Prix. We're gonna make them shorter.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man, this race has laps? Alright. Bet. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I've seen this one before, actually.
Yeah, me neither. You want to commentate a race?
I'm not. I'm good at commentating for spin rhythm, but I'm not sure if I'm good at commentating a race.
Hey, this is how I practice.
That's good. That's fair. That's fair. Unfortunately, I'm watching it through the stream, which, has an inherent delay.
And a tiny window. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll commentate a more interesting race. This is just a big run around the circle thing.
Yo, it's NASCAR.
Yeah. Remember, type !boost to give yourself a boost. Oh, we got wings taken to the inside corner.
If only !boost actually worked.
You can enable it.
You can?
Yeah. It doesn't work.
It?
Yeah, it doesn't work by default, but it is a thing you can enable. It's like a sort of like a funhouse thing. Yeah, I didn't enable it, so y'all are making fools of yourself. But
God dang it.
It does. The streamer has to enable it. But usually when you boost, you just kill yourself. Like, you just actually drive yourself off the cliff.
Oof.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Wings is gonna win this one.
Oh my god, Wings is just super ahead here.
And then, everyone just ascends. Oh, this is weird.
Oh, interesting. It's a photo finish.
Yeet.
Oh, I went really low this one. I didn't get any points. Damn.
Yeah, see, this is weird. I don't know. It's showing me the season total. It's got 1st through 13th. Here it's 3rd through 14th. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, come on. I can maintain my place, please.
Looks like the points leader right now is Pyromaniac. I might go by this top 5. We'll see.
Interesting.
Is it possible there's a 3-way tie for 1st? It is possible. Oh, this one's spooky. The Haunted Hills.
Oh, this is an interesting course here. I don't think I've seen this one either.
Yeah, I don't. This is the first. I kind of just. Oh wait, I think I have seen this one actually. Anyway, last call to get in. Make sure you get your balls in this race. You've got 2 more to go, and then we're gonna pick our 5 winners, and those 5 will get spin rhythm codes. What's the strangest song video you've seen?
That's a really good game. Trust me, I already have almost 1.5k hours into the game.
Jesus, that's literally like 30 hours a week, dude. No, for you, you started late.
Since April.
That is like 60 hours a week, dude. No, like 50. Alright,
it's an addicting game. Help me, please.
Last call for the race. !play gets you in if you haven't already. Got 2 more races to go. Oh, and we are giving away 5 spin rhythm codes. So we did get a question from Joaquin. What's the strangest music video you've seen?
Oh, interesting. Strangest song video. That's an interesting question. I'll go with the classic and say, the iconic Tool music video.
Ooh. Yeah, Atlantic Confusion was, especially the original Genesis one with the Muppets and everything. That was it was certainly a thing. I think for me, it would probably have to be fucking one of the early CGI ones. Like Dire Straits' Money for Nothing. Like,
oh, the early CGI music video?
Yeah, the one with like where it's just 2 guys who are just they're just watching a music video and they're just talking about how they could do that. There's no talent in music, you know. They're just getting their chicks for free and everything. But they made the strange decision to like make it all CGI, and like it's such a random decision because it's the most normal music video you could make. But they decided instead of making it just a a normal thing with two guys just standing around a TV, they decided to like computer generate it, and it's so bizarre. I don't know. It's one of those things where like the mundane is made sort of weird through the choice of medium.
Ooh, the mundane. That reminds me of another strange music video. I'm pretty sure you've seen the music video for Black Hole Sun, right?
Yes.
That's a classic weird music video for sure.
Yeah, that's the one, Ricky, by the way.
Box heads. Early CGI, come on.
Yeah, they didn't really understand how polygons worked super well. You know, they just made a surface instead of making it, a series of smaller surfaces that were, a composite, basically.
Well, not gonna lie, this open Q&A has been pretty fun.
Hell yeah, dude. For the last race, I'm just going to have you basically self-promote. It's your opportunity. So we'll get to that in just a minute. This is the last call for questions, by the way. While we're doing our Marby's race. Had to be low poly. The technological limitations probably made it have to be low poly as well, but it's also just not good. I don't.
Wasn't it like back in like the early 80s or something?
84, I believe.
Yeah, early to mid 1980s.
You could play an instrument of any musician. Which one would you play? I'm guessing walking means like a specific person's instrument. Like you could play like Van Halen's guitar or something like that.
Oh, if you could play an instrument of any musician. That's an interesting question. I would love to get a chance to play the late Neil Peart's drum set.
Ooh, that's a good one. I actually have the same keyboard as Kevin Moore from Dream Theater, the Nord Electro 2.
Ooh.
So probably go with that. Previous keyboardist to Jordan Rudess, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, last race, hop, skip, and jump. Get your exclamation mark,
please. Am I still top 5, please?
I think you are.
Yo. Also, for some reason, if you try to like look up Money for Nothing, the artist name is like corrupted for some reason.
Oh?
Yeah, like the D in Dyer is upper, like lowercase, and then the rest is like uppercase. It's kind of weird.
That is strange. Not sure what's up with that.
And the I in straights is omitted, so you get Dire Strats.
Ooh.
What's going on? Yo, Google, are you okay?
Yeah, that's a little bit confusing. All right, last call, by the way, for the last race of the Grand Prix, and then we're gonna be picking our winners. So get in here if you haven't already. I see.
There we go. We're good, Chief.
All right. Keith Emerson, Rick Wakeman, Kevin Moore, Jordan Rudess are all keyboardists that made me interested in the instrument. Hell yeah, Sleepless.
Ooh, those are some great artists you named there.
Yeah, Wakeman's an inspiration for me as well. And Emerson. Actually, they're all fantastic.
Ooh, Emerson, Lake and Palmer?
Yeah, that Emerson.
Nice.
What's the song? I can't remember what it's called. It doesn't have a name that that really evokes like the actual like lyrics of the song or anything like that. Yeah, Carnival 9. That's the one.
Carnival 9.
Yeah. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. That's the one. Fantastic song. Absolute banger.
Oh yeah, Red, I just sent you a picture of what I was talking about.
Oh, one sec. I will check that instead of tending to my stream. Because I am a neglectful person. Oh, inside the video? Well, that's interesting.
And no, check out right in the bottom.
It does. I don't know why it does that. Did they like caps lock or something?
I don't know.
Goodness.
It's so strange.
By Scootsman. By Pyromaniac. By Joaquin. Alright, my last question of the night. We have a command, ! Way. But is there anything that you would like to promote? Just plug yourself. Tell people why they should buy your music.
Yo, guys, you should buy my music if you want music that you could listen to. And it's not on Spotify, so you'll have to buy it if you want to listen to it for more than 3 times.
You heard him.
Like, hey, if you want to listen to my music for an extended period of time, you have to buy it. There's no other way. And also, I am working on future stuff. Like I said earlier in this interview, I even composed something totally different, that bossa nova-ish sounding song. And I'm going to do some more experimentation for sure.
Hell yeah. Alright, just waiting on Wings to finish, and then we will have the results of the Grand Prix, I think. Okay.
Actually, Alex, you're somewhat wrong, because my name on Bandcamp is Way, just Way. So you would have to say, oh, what artist is this? Oh, this is Way.
I think this is everyone. We're gonna finish the Grand Prix and see what it actually gives us. Yeah, you DNF'd. Alright. So I'm gonna paste this into Discord really quick just to make sure I have a thing in case. I don't know what's going on with this
What is this list?
Yeah. Finish Grand Prix, let's see what it gives us. Does this list make sense?
The winners are
Wings of a Meme, Pyromaniac122, and Alex Smiley Plays. I know for sure that they got a code. That they got codes. Okay, and then there we go. There we go. The list is actually proper here. And the last 2 people to get Spin Rhythm XD codes are Swagboy420 and Ricky05. That's our actual list right there. GG's.
Oh, so I didn't. Okay. I didn't win. Oh.
You actually won a Grand Prix. Let's go.
Oh my god. Time to gift the game to more people.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, and I already have speed wings. It's okay. I just wanted the achievement. It's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't win. This interview is over.
All right, let's get. So now we're done with the interview. That's gonna be us.
Yo.
So get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Bye,
Bye.
album, guys. My EP.
I'll catch you later. Thank you for joining us. We had a blast.
Sure, I had fun.
Hell yeah.